The first four examples we're going to look at are these, and once again, we're just going to quickly use our criteria to figure out if they're aromatic, anti-aromatic, or non-aromatic. So our first example here is 1,3,5-hexatriene, something we studied in the last chapter, and it's definitely a conjugated pi system, but it is not cyclic. And once again, if you fail any of the first three rules here, i.e. by not being cyclic, then you're just plain non-aromatic here. All right, in the next example, so you'll notice this lovely carbon on top, is unique. So these are all involved in making a double bond or sp2 hybridized, but that one right there is sp3 hybridized. And once again, you're not allowed to have any sp3 hybridized atoms in the ring, because if you do, you end up not having a completely conjugated system, and not every atom in the ring will have a p orbital. So these four are part of a conjugated system, but you don't have an entire ring of conjugation. So this sp3 hybridized atom does not have a p orbital to make part of an entire ring of delocalized pi electrons. So as a result, again, we fail rule number 2, and we are non-aromatic. All right, next one here, this is cyclic. It is a completely conjugated system, check. So rules number 1 and 2, I should say just 1, but 2, yep, all the atoms are sp2 hybridized. There's none that's sp3 hybridized. Okay, check. Planar, yep, 4-membered ring. Again, 7 or lower can definitely be planar. 8 or more, we'll see some are, some aren't. So definitely planar, but it actually has 4 pi electrons, which is a multiple of 4, or an even number of pairs, 2 pairs. So, and that is an anti-aromatic number, not an aromatic number. And so we passed all the first 3 rules, but we didn't have the right number of electrons. So this is anti-aromatic rather than aromatic. So super high energy structure, and we'll see in the last lesson in this chapter why it's so high in energy. So it doesn't seem right, like you're like, it's still conjugated, Chad. Yep, we'll get there. Next lesson. So, or last lesson, I should say. All right, then finally back to benzene again, and we'll just demonstrate once again that it is cyclic and completely conjugated. Every atom in the ring is sp2, so there's no sp3s. It is planar, being a 6-membered ring. Again, 7 or less, it will definitely be able to be planar. 8 or more, sometimes they are, sometimes they aren't. And then finally, this has got 3 pairs, i.e. 6 pi electrons, which is one of these 4n plus 2. 4 times 1 plus 2 is 6. And this, again, is aromatic.